Hey guys, what's up? Beast and Beast Toys are coming at you this afternoon. Gonna do an opening of a Clone Trooper Dogma and Hardcase. This is a CollectorCon, a Walmart CollectorCon exclusive, and today is Saturday. These dropped on Thursday. Mind you, I got this yesterday afternoon, so pretty amazing the turnaround. I checked the tracking. I'll just kind of explain what I think I know on how this may work. I checked the tracking. It left Mississippi Thursday. So CollectorCon. So I'll say this too. Let me go back real quick. Sorry. Hear me out. CollectorCon dropped at 10 a.m. or no 9 a.m. I think it's 10 Eastern. I'm Central, so 9 for me. 9 a.m. I pre-ordered this in the site G.I. Joe Classified Psych Out. I want the Evelyn Masterverse Vintage Collection, but for some reason she has not even popped into stock, so I'm not sure what the hell is going on with that one. Anyhow, bought it, said shipped. By Thursday evening it said shipped. I was like, holy crap, man, that was fast. I just assumed this was going to be out, kind of like the Psych Out's out till like October 1st, I think, the release date. So anyway, I'm like, hey, okay. I'm like, I'll believe it when I see it. And then yesterday I checked the tracking, and like when I woke up in the morning about the same time, about 9 a.m., and it said in Hopkinsville, Kentucky, and I'm like, well, it's like 3 or 4 hours south of me still. And I'm thinking, it ain't getting delivered today. So then later in the day, I check again thinking, I wonder if this has moved. I want to try one more time. This is like 3 in the afternoon yesterday. I look and it says, transferred to local Walmart. And I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. And then 6 o'clock, it said some lady's name, your delivery driver is almost there. And I'm like, yes, coming Walmart delivery. So anyway, Saturday, I was going to do it last night, but I didn't get around to it. Ended up going over to my buddy's house down the road and visited with him. So just got back and didn't feel like it. I went to bed. I was tired. So I was like, I'll do it today. I ain't doing a lot today. Just doing some laundry today. So anyway, wow. Couldn't believe it. So 2 days later, we've got this in hand. So how about that? So, another thing I will say too, kind of off the wall, not really off the wall, but, SDCC Star Wars panel was yesterday evening. And I think that's when I checked and saw that I was getting this soon, or had it transferred to the local facility. Anyway, checking on some of that stuff. I will say I was surprised at the there was no clone reveals that they came out with. So that really surprised me. Here's the background. I can't think of what planet that is. It says, right and fervently loyal, Dogma was part of the newer generation of clone troopers fighting for the Republic. His clone brother, Hardcase, was known for his characteristics, hyperactivity, and enthusiasm for squashing enemy forces. So essentially, we are starting to get some figures that we've already could have got from AliExpress. And I'll say it for the third time, I think, in a video, that there are some people that have watched my stuff and said they think AliExpress stuff is junk. And I disagree with the figures. The figures to me are not junk. I'm pretty sure if you really look them over good, they're made the same. The only thing that is junk is the weapons. So I'll say it as I normally do. I'll say it. I like it. I'm a clone guy through and through when it comes to Star Wars. I always express the Scout Troopers are my favorite trooper figures from Star Wars, and they still are. Hey, I'm still waiting for that Kashyyyk Scout Trooper. There's the side art. I never did show the side pictures, so there you go. Back art one more time. Other side, nothing to it. But nice Clone Wars 2-pack. I don't like the $55 price tag per se, but there it is, right? But anyway, so just kind of retouching on the AliExpress thing. You look these over, they're made exactly the same. I haven't been able to find a definitive difference on the figure other than head sculpt. Excuse me. On the last batch I did a video about a month or so ago. I got some in. And non-painted heads. Here is, there's a hard case. Which one's which? Dogma and Hardcase. I'm not even sure which one's which, to be honest with you, because I'm not. It's been a while since I've watched the Clone Wars videos. But anyway, you get, and I look it over. They had a lot of the guys very similar to these at AliExpress. They had a lot of 501st guys. Yes, their weapons are cheaper and gummier. I do agree with that. I've said that too. I just think the figures in themselves are just fine. Now they have a plasticky smell. The ones that come from AliExpress, you can tell the difference unless you've had them for a long period of time. But listen, they have gotten better. This is what I can say in regards to that whole thing is when I bought I bought a giant lot. I've told this in a video or two in the past before. And my guess is, considering I don't have tons of viewers, you probably haven't heard this story. If you have, great. So several years ago, right around COVID time, I bought a lot off a guy. I went to St. Louis and bought it off a guy. I saw it on Marketplace. Went to St. Louis. He wanted $9 grand, and well, kind of ironic I'm telling the story. There's another backstory coming here in a minute that goes with it from yesterday, as a matter of fact. So anyway, so I drive all the way to St. Louis, in the middle of St. Louis somewhere in the city, in the, I guess you'd say, suburb part of the city, and picked these up, 1 and 9. I gave him 8. I did get a few extra things at the end of the sale that he had not posted for sale. They were like the 2.5 foot tall clone troopers that stand like this. Well, from the floor, they're about yay tall. So I got like 4 clone troopers, a stormtrooper, and what else did who else? Darth Vader, and oh, that helmet's kind of hard to get on. These are kind of hard helmets. The helmets are a little tricky to get on them. I feel like they don't sit on their face correctly, but hey, you're not going to really be able to tell underneath. So anyway, I go and get those, and I've got a lot of stuff. There's a lot of stuff in there. What I got, which was different and neat that I liked, was he had 3 or 4, and I believe, listen, I can't guarantee these are all express, but I think they are. They were knockoff Shadow Stormtroopers. So think of and this is what I would say. So think of this. Hey, this is the same gun that came with Thorn. My Thorn's sitting over there. I just now caught that. So anyway, roll through this story quick as I'm putting the gun on. I got those. They are kind of cheap, legs bowed. Yes, you could probably do the hot water and kind of a reshape them, blah, blah, blah. You can tell. And there was a couple of sand troopers in there. You can tell. Trust me. They're heavier in weight. Like their body, like right in the chest area, right this part of the body, the upper body is heavier than a regular figure. You can tell the difference. Now, let's fast forward, and I'm going to guess that was in 19 or 20 when I bought those. So let's fast forward to the new clone body styles that you can buy now over there. They are way better. They really are. Oh man, his hand fits on there way better than Thorn's. All right, I'll show him off then. They're way better. So I guess the long run is, yeah, at one time they were junk. They were cheap. Well, I don't know about cheap. I mean, to me, the plastic was thicker and hard and a little sturdier, a little harder, a little sturdier, and a little heavier. But legs and all that, yeah, you can tell legs would bow in the middle. This didn't look right. And at the time, I was just like, ooh, yeah, I love those, because it was shortly after, and I would say those came out shortly after the Imperial Black Squadron set came out, the Target exclusive, the blue line one. So, his hand fits over that good, but don't want to keep a hold of that. I'm even kind of curving it in, trying to tuck it in where it will. He can stand displayed like that, but all right, well, here they are, Dogma Hardcase. So nice. If you got a lot of the 501st that have come out, you're in good shape. I have a handful of 501st from AliExpress. I do, and they're okay. They're fine. I think it's like Kicks and Tup maybe, and couple of those guys. But these will go nicely with them. I see we're getting one. So, oh yeah, my bad. I did say to all the SDCC there was no clone thing. Yeah, there was one. It was Jesse, I believe, Art Trooper Jesse, and it's with Ahsoka. It's a 2-pack. I don't really need another Ahsoka, but I would like to have that Jesse. I just feel like I might as well buy the whole freaking pack, because what's going to happen is if I don't, I'll wait around. I'll try to find one on eBay, and I'm going to pay like $35 to $40 when I could have bought the pack for $55, or I think that's what it said retail was going to be in. $15 more, and I can have Ahsoka. Even though I will say that Ahsoka does look better. She looks more cartoonish, like from the Clone Wars. So I do like that part. I will say that. So, but anyway, here you go, guys. Here's your CollectorCon 2-pack. Not sure how many sold, if a lot of people even went out and bought this one. Again, I like it. I'm a sucker for clones. I'm going to buy one of each for sure, especially when you get into that. If you get into more troops, I mean, if they come out with the new bodied 5.0 first, in the line itself, I mean, yeah, we do have those in a way, but they're kind of what I think. We got them in a 2-pack. I can't remember which one. Target had something. Oh yeah, that 2-pack where you got I think the new body and the new phase 1 and the phase 2. I got a couple of them, but I mean, it was hard to just go troop build the crap out of them, because it gets expensive when you're buying a 2-pack. So that's I guess that's why I say there was a difference there for me personally. Had they been a single hearted figure, I could have probably grabbed more extra of the particular one that I won, which would have been phase 2. I'm a phase 2. Let me just say that I'm a phase 2 sucker. I'm not a huge phase 1 clone fan. The look's okay. It's not terrible. Don't get me wrong. I like it to an extent. I just not like this. This gave you the lead into the Stormtrooper look, so that's why I guess I like them. I mean, I grew up with Star Wars. I loved Star Wars as a little kid, and it's been part of my life as long as I can remember. And my mom always liked Star Wars too, so she always said I was at every movie. I was in her belly in the first one. She was pregnant with me in the first one, but Empire, I went as a little kid, and Return of the Jedi, though, that's the one I do remember. I actually remember going to Return of the Jedi. I can still to this day remember the theater I watched it in. Now it's not a theater anymore. I think it's a restaurant or something. I know where it's at, but at any rate, so up until and I gotta say, I broke the streak this year. The only Star Wars movie that's ever came out on film that I didn't watch in a theater is Mando and Grogu. I did not go watch it, and I had every intention to, but like the day it came out, I left for a trip for Virginia Beach, and I didn't get back for almost a week, and then I just never got around to it. So it is what it is. All right. Well, anyway, enough of that, because I got another video I want to do. G.I. Joe Super 7 I got. So I want to get to that now. So here they are again. Great looking figures. I love clones, and they're going to fit in nice with the rest of them. So guys, give it a thumbs up. And hey, I'm assuming they're still available on Walmart.com from CollectorCon, and my guess is you can get it pretty quick. They're in stock. It's not we're going to wait for a release date. So they're there. $55. I'm pretty sure with Walmart's, I think 35 is free shipping after 35, so you don't have to pay shipping. That's always nice. But there you go. There you have it. Dogma Hardcase. Go get them if you want them. Thanks for watching. Give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't, and get notifications of my video reviews. And as always, with Dogma Hardcase, I'm Beast from Beast Toys. We'll see you.